Hello everybody and welcome to an exciting day for the YTRSS Regal Cup Series Season number 2 here, and welcome to the beginning of the Honey Week of Speed. An exciting day and a big week here as we get ready for the Beachside 400, the second running of the race. So it's going to be pretty exciting today. So welcome everyone to the first part of the peak pole position qualifying to see who will be starting on the front row of the Beachside 400. How this is going to work is something pretty important, is that whoever has the fastest lap in each of the dual qualifyings, so whoever has the fastest lap in this session and the next session will start on the front row and will bypass the duel. So they're going to be automatically locked in to the final event. So as you already saw, we already have some cars coming off the track already. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the drivers on the track here. So you've got a whole lot of newcomers as well as some old-time veterans as well from Season 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first driver that came out of the track, which is one of the fan favorites in the field today, Griffin Allen, driving the new 33 car. What was Eric Keplinger in Season number 1 is now the number 33 car. Take a little bit throwback with Team Nabisco sponsoring, so Oreo, Ritz, and Nilla Wafers sponsoring the 33 team for this season. Griffin Allen, one of the new huge wave of rookie cars in the field today. Right next to him is Jacob Hammond in the number 9 car. A little bit of an interesting, sort of a throwback to the old days of when Mountain Dew was first sponsoring with Everham Motorsports driving the number 9 car. As you can see here, we already have our first driver on the list here, who just put up the first big time, but that's going to be changing throughout the field. Mark Wathins is on the top of the board right now with a 1 minute 9.702. As we just say that, we have Jacob Hammond just pulled it out, but Wathins driving one of the 3 drivers driving pizza-themed cars. All of them are in this field in the first session, which is going to be basically the Great Pizza War. So number 59, Papa John's Ford Mustang, who actually rolled back up to second with a 50.528, but Jacob Hammond currently leads the session right now with a 49.741. As he's going to have a little bit of some maneuvering, and then you can see right there that bright, colorful Exalted 25 car. That is currently the most winningest driver in the YTRSS, Spencer Purcell, coming back after a pretty disappointing ending to a pretty promising season. 3 wins at Charlotte, South Boston, and Richmond, but was eliminated from the first round of the playoffs. It was a pretty big shame for a driver that was doing very good that year. But the 25 team, a little bit of a retro future theme with the Exalt 25 car, hoping to have a good run this season. They're going to have that playoff provisional, but that does not count for this race. So Purcell's going to have to race his way in like the rest of them. But next week at Rockingham Beyond, he's going to be locked into every single race. All right, we now have a new driver up on the top of the scoreboard. Athenial Serrano in the number 52 Sprint car, one of the new Dodge Hellcats running through the field today. What was the challenger in Season 1 is now going to be the newly more sporty Dodge Hellcat. One of the new teams here running the Sprint 52 car. And we just had the top 3 are actually in that pack. Currently leading right now is the 67 of Josh Hayden running the Gatorade Camaro. And in front of them is wen-miles driving the 61 Pohemon car. One of the teams that's going to be testing out the brand new Mercedes AMG, which is entering the sports today. Many drivers are going to be running that car today. But as he was working through the field here, we have a new driver on the top of the scoreboard. As we're saying that right now, we have the 08 of Lorado Steelman running the Coca-Cola Zero Sugar 08 car. Pretty clean car. As we take a look at the rest of the cars, Here, let's take a look at some of the new drivers here. All of these drivers are relatively new. The first one here is Nicholas DeLine in the number 71 Dollarama Camry, running for a new team here. He just rolled on with a third place, currently third in the position. Go a little bit ahead, we have Sam Oskin driving the number 75 car, the USG Dodge. Currently second right now on the scoreboard. Ahead of him, we actually have someone that's actually a returnee, Brandon Barani, who was in the 52 car last season with the Quaker State 52 Chevrolet, is now driving the 55 Nike Mercedes. Pretty different change of pace here, that new car, but it's a returning driver. So, all right, moving on, we got another new driver. We got Chris Fristed driving the 24 Analta-Liberty Flames Camaro, actually running for Purcell Hendrick Motorsports, which is actually a team sort of collab for the YTRSS that Hendrick Motorsports and Spencer Purcell will be running a team. They're going to be having a couple cars on the field today. Another one of those drivers is Jacob Hammond, and if we can go find him, is the number 5 car. There he is right there. Gustavo Roldan Jr., who ran the 24 car in the IYTRL, which was short-lived, is now running the number 5 car. What was Darth Nelson last season is now going to be Gustavo Roldan Jr. driving the number 5 Pepsi car. Pretty iconic car, pretty iconic sponsor, and he's going to have pretty big roles. Hoping for a good season, as we actually have the other driver that was in that pack there, Calvin Michaels, driving the 97 car, the second driver in the Great Pizza War, running the Little Caesars car. So he's rolling in, probably getting some tune-ups done. Doesn't have much time left. He's got only about 7 minutes. And currently 29th right now, so making sure he's doing his best as Lorado Seelman continues to lead. Since we're talking about Pizza Wars, why don't we wrap it up with the last of the bunch, representing Domino's, new driver Juan Camacho, driving the Ford Mustang number 75 car. Not only his first race in the YTRSS season, but his first NR 2003 event entirely. So a brand new driver, brand new to the NR 2003 leagues, and he's doing a pretty good job right now running a 21st. Probably going to keep his car conserved until we get to the duels. But pretty big shoes he's stepping in right now, running with some of the best right now, including probably the biggest fan favorite right now. Also in that pack, Ryan Labago, running the 95 car. I think many of you have seen this type of car before. Running the 95 Rust-eze Chevrolet Camaro. Definitely one of the most popular drivers in the field today, as he's going to be currently running in 23rd right now. So, but definitely going to be one of the drivers to keep an eye out on throughout the week of speed. Then we got right in front of him number 13 car, Drew Lowe, running the Performance Plus 13 Dodge. Another new team coming in, as well as another one of the magnitude of rookies. Now we wrap up that 4-car group with Kendrick Lawson driving the number 11 Toyota TRD Camry. Pretty bright and colorful car, throwing back to Toyota's old days in racing. He's racing through the field here. As we got, looks like another new driver has just topped the scoreboard. Sam Oskin, the 79. There he is, currently on the board for the fast lap. But look at that, Brandon Barani just topped him with a 48.043. He is now the driver to keep an eye on right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other drivers we haven't talked about yet. Number 65 car, that's Danielle Jones, running the 65 DuPont Toyota Camry. And behind him, we got another returnee, Jimmy Johnson's, flagging an all-new number and all-new colors. The 21 Johnston Graphics Chevrolet Camaro. Winner at Rockingham last season. Made the playoffs, so he will be having that playoff provisional, which is very beneficiary to the 21 team. And how about that? Speaking of which, we got another big driver to keep an eye on. The defending Beachside 400 champion, Philip Watson. Running the new 39 car, a late entry. Running the 39 Dodge. Same sponsor, but a different number. Here, he's also had that playoff provisional. And hopefully he might be going back-to-back with the Beachside 400s. All right, moving on. Sorry about that. All right, moving on. We got the 07 Shazane Rana running an all-new Wings of Fire Ford Mustang. Another one of the magnitude of rookies in the field. Sorry about that. It's just not having a good day sinus-wise. And that was, we got some drivers we haven't talked about yet. Camden Wilson driving the 99 Southwest Mustang. Alongside him, we got David Garcia running the Skittles car. A little bit of an old throwback to the days of Derek Cope and Ernie Irvin. On top of him, we got Zach Williams in the 48 car. A little bit of a different look for a 48 car, driving the Whataburger Mustang. Yep, and then following behind him, we got the 41 car, Christian Vargas, driving Kellogg's. Throwing back to Terry Labonte's car from 2000. Hoping to have a good run here this Speed Weeks. Currently 8th right now. So we move on. We got Michael Volk of the 49 Tide Camaro. And we got another returnee behind him, Jeff Toledo. Running the same old car that he ran last season, the Burger King 29. His brother LJ will also be starting in his first start this season, running the 68 car. He'll be running in the second session, coming in a couple minutes. Oh, looks like we have a spin out. Carlos spin out right there. See here, his time is coming down. Right now, the top driver on the scoreboard is Owen Miles in the 61 car. Where is he? There he is, right in the 61 car. First driver in the session to be scoring a 47 with 47.959. He's got 2 minutes to hold on to that spot. Because if he can hold on, he's got the position to make it into the Beachside 400. Behind him is Athenial Serrano, who scored a 48-second flat. Currently second place. So let's got a couple other drivers we should probably take a look at as well. We got Jaden Hafferty running the 05 Luminar Camry. Running for an all-new team. Then we got behind him, we got Scott Sprinhle running the 77 car, the classic Hot Wheels cars. Looks like a driver. Couple drivers just scored a fast lap right there. But anyways, we're going to keep on. We got another returnee, Gerardo Ran, 91 Subway Camry. I don't even know if he did make the show in Season 1, but hoping to have a resurgence this season. Hoping for the best. And behind him, we got Regan Whitlock on the 88 Sega Dodge. New team and new number. What was AJ Bain in Season 1 is now going to be Regan Whitlock as Nicholas Deline. Or Nicholas Deline scored a 47.752. He's got 1 minute to hold on to it. Is he going to be able to do it? Unless someone has something to say, that looks like someone does. Sam Oskid with a 47.715 is now on the top with only 40 seconds left in the session. Wow, Brandon Morani behind him with a 47.724. Is anyone going to have anything else to say? 20 seconds left. Oskid currently has the top position. Is he going to be able to do it, or is someone in the pack going to say anything? Speak now, forever hold your peace. They're going to come across the line. The last pack is going to have a chance. And it looks like it's over. And Salmon Ozkin is locked in to the Beachside 400 with a 47.715. So he will be starting on the front row and possibly in the pole position if no one else has anything else to say in the second duel, or the second position. Qualified, I don't know. So let's take a look at the top 5 fastest in session number 1, of course, with Salmon Ozkin getting that ticket into the Beachside 400 with that fast 47.715. Brandon Barani coming up a little bit short with a 47.724, finishes in second. Nicholas DeLine coming home with an impressive 47.752. Then we have Chris Fristed with a 47.841. And then Lorado Steelman, which led the majority of the session with a final time of a 47.913. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the second of the qualifying sessions to see the other driver that will start on the front row. So here we go. Let's take a look here and see who's going to be starting as well in the front row. Who's going to be joining Ozkin for the front row, and we'll be able to bypass the duels. All right, we got some cars already starting up. Let's see who's going to be the first one on the track. It looks like we already have one here. Another big fan favorite here today, Noah Sweet, running the number 8 Lefty Designs Mustang. Definitely one of the big cars to keep an eye out on for the week of speed. Sorry about that, but yep, filling in, replacing Chris Dodd, the number 8 car. Here's all new Lefties Racing number 8 car. Definitely one of the big cars to keep an eye on in the duels and in the Beachside 400 if he makes it in. Next up behind him, we got another newcomer, Nicholas Breeden, running the number 98 Pringles Buffalo Wild Wings Camaro. So a bit of a different look here. Hoping to have a pretty good run this week as well. Another one of the magnitude of rookies in the field. Oh yeah, let's see who's also next. We got Mika Dergo in the number 0 Cincinatti Camaro. Actually, I believe he is one of the drivers running for Hendrick Purcell Motorsports as well. So definitely a car to keep an eye out on throughout the week. Hopefully he'll be able to make it in to the final events. Yep. How about a different look for another returnee, Fisher Johnson. The driver that drove that blank white 64 car in Season 1 now has new sponsorship with Body Armor and Under Armour. A little bit of a different look for that team, but still has that same 64 car he ran in the first season. Another returnee, Noah Kars, running the 44 Peace Tea. Another car testing out the new Mercedes car. Another veteran in the field here. Probably one of the oldest drivers in the field when it comes to career-wise, with his NR 2003 career starting with the NNSCRA way back in the early 2010s, around 2010, 2011. So he's going to be trying out this season here. Ran part-time in Season 1. Is now running full-time in Season 2. Ahead of him, we got the 28 Brandon Creason with the Napa Auto Parts 28 car. Throwing it back to the old NASCAR Thunder days when Napa was sort of one of the 100 cars and sponsored sort of a little bit of a cool look for that car. And how about that car he's passing right now? The defending YTRSS champion, Peyton Beasley. Pretty big day. He's definitely one of the biggest drivers in the field as the defending champion, who won pretty big. Had it running here, had a big run with both Cody Smart and Emerson Sheets. Managed to pull through and win the championship at Seattle. So maybe he might be able to repeat it this season, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Behind him, we got another newcomer, JJ Garfield, running the 14 Arby's Dodge. So replacing the 14 car, which was Tony Stewart in Season 1. So, new team, pretty sleek paint scheme. Hoping for a good run this week at the Week of Speed and beyond. Behind him, we got Connor Grindstaff running a pretty rainbow car, running the Dupli-Color 04 Camaro. Another newcomer in the YTRSS, one of the magnitude of rookies in the field. All right, moving on. Another newcomer, Stephen Willie, the 62 GameStop Camaro. Oh, right behind him, the 46, we got his teammate, Caleb Campbell, the Coca-Cola Camaro. Also teammates with Lorado Steelman, who was in the first session. Take a look at some other drivers. We got Connor Breton in the 18 car, Vitamin Water Camry. Another newcomer. He's been a pretty big name in the NR 2003 series. Up, and we got. Looks like there was a crash. Don't know who that was, but looks like JJ Garfield's going into the pits. But yep, Connor Breton hoping to start his run in the YTRSS today. Hoping to make it in to the Beachside 400 through the duels, or even through the qualifying if you can get fast enough. Then we got Anthony Fox running the 38 car. Flex Tape and Discord being the two sponsors on that car. Driving the 38 car. What was Philip Watson in Season 1 is now going to be Anthony Fox. It was more of a last-second change because it looked like Philip Watson wasn't even going to be running this season. But then at last second, Philip Watson decided to whip out a new number with 39. And he ran in the first session here. But looks like we've got a couple other drivers running up top. We have Mika Dergo currently on the position right now. Going in the pits was actually a driver that had the position for a while. Jacob Buchholz in the number 12 Quaker State Mustang. Here, another new driver through the field today. Yep. And as we continue looking to the field, we got LJ Toledo, brother to Jeff Toledo, who ran the first session running the new 68 car. Sort of having a paint scheme, throwing back to some old early 2000 DEI vibes with that car. Running the Rackley Roofing 68's Camaro. As well as the other two drivers in front of him are new drivers running some energy drink cars. Justin Hawk in the 86 car. I believe it's the Mustang. Yep, it's the Mustang. And ahead of him we have Adam Garcia in the 80 Red Bull Mustang. Both of them running their first starts this season. And we have Steven Merzlack driving the number 4 FedEx Camry. And ahead of him we have Michael Zartman Jr. running a different look for a Menards car. You'd think it would be yellow, but they're going to try out green here with the number 50 car. Running for Red Shield Racing. Which is why the 50 is in that little shield right there. Ahead of him we got some big-time driver, another big-time driver. Another big fan favorite, Cody Smart, returning the 94 car. Same sponsors from last season, as well as gaining Citibank as a sponsor. Next to him, we got the 54 car of Noah Kim, running another Nintendo car. We got a couple Nintendo cars in the field with Splatoon 2 sponsoring that car. A little bit of an interesting look, running the new AMGs for the field. Just ahead of him, we got Luke Ryan in the 30 Valvoline Camaro. And we also have another newcomer, David Dawn, running the number 6 car, the White Castle Mustang. A little bit of a different look on the car here, hoping to have a good run this week. And leading that pack is Dylan Young, replacing Victor Delgado, who ran the 2 car last season, in the new Hooters and Rain energy drink number 2 Mustang. As we have about 6 minutes left, David Dawn continues to lead the field. Let's take a look at some other drivers that we haven't talked about yet. Like Trey Wright in the 34 car, another newcomer in the field here. Then we also got Blake Jefferson, Dollar General 84 car. A little bit of a 3 wide here. And right in the middle of that is probably the most experienced driver, Griffin Lynn, who is running the 36 car. A little bit of a different design for the team. He ran target for the first half of the season. Then he kind of went everywhere after that because the team did not do that good. As a little bit of a different look with the Y-Bars branding car. We also got some other newcomers as well. Brandon Foster driving the new number 90 Goodyear car. Another one driving the new Mercedes through the field. Just ahead of him is Jose Mills running the 70 car IK9. Being one of those being the top sponsor for that car. Running pretty subtly in the 14th position. And ahead of him, we also got another newcomer, Dylan Jones, running the number 20 car. Pretty interesting sponsor with My Hero Academia being the sponsor of the car. As well as a little bit of a sponsor from Nintendo as well. As right now on the top of the scoreboard is the number 68 car of LJ Toledo with a 47.925. He's got 5 minutes, though, to hold on to it. Can he do it? All right, let's take a look at some of the other cars that were back here. Got another one right here. First up, we have Zach Cronin in the 40. It says Corden, but it's Cronin. Because you might be wondering, wait, he's a new driver. Why does he not have the rookie stripes? Well, that's actually Zachy Turbo from Season 1. Running under a new name. Won the last chance qualifier in Season 1, but that was really the only major ordeal he had. Running the 40 Ally Camry. And ahead of him we have Maxwell Fye in the new 60 Hershey's car. A little bit of a cool looking car. And ahead of him we got another new driver. The number 76 of Faris Khalil. Running probably the biggest representative of the Nintendo cars. Driving a Nintendo 76 car. And right ahead of him, we have the 82 of Rain Durrani. Another new time comer on the 82 car with Jollibee as the sponsor of that team. It looks like Faris Khalil going in to the pits. I think we've basically talked about everyone in the field here. Yep, we didn't talk about everyone in the first session, but we talked about everyone in the second. So right now it is still LJ Toledo, currently the only driver on the track with a 47-second session lap, which is with a 47.925. Currently running inside a little bit of a small pack right there. But the 86 car, Justin Hawk, with a 48.007. Don't count him out, because he could easily be in. He's right ahead of LJ right now. Currently in second. His last lap was a 48.517. But LJ still bears the torch right now as time is winding down. So here, there's not really much left to talk about because everyone's just racing around, but pretty lengthy session so far. But I think some of the biggest drivers to keep an eye on, of course, are the magnitude of veterans in the field here today, especially the drivers like Peyton Beasley and Cody Smart, who are definitely going to be drivers to keep an eye out on throughout the field. Oh, I was on for a second. Justin Hawk topped it, but nope, it's still the 68 car. 2 minutes left. Oh, looks like one car blew up. That's Fisher Johnson. Oh, no. Looks like Fisher Johnson's going to be done for the day. We'll have to resort back to his backup car, but it doesn't matter because he'll still start in, because there's no qualifying. So they're going to have to draw how everything's going to work. So Fisher Johnson is still not going to be forced to start in the back. Pretty big shame for that 64 team. Had a pretty strong car going in, but looks like his day is done. as it's still the 68 car. There he is right there, number 68 car, LJ Toledo. Less than a minute left in the session. Can he get it down? Looks like he's going in for pit. Looks like he's calling it good. That's a big risk. Very big risk for the 68 team because someone could easily swoop in and take away that position. But looks like LJ's feeling extremely confident right now that he's going to have that spot. Everyone's finishing up their last lap. Looks like that's all there is, unless someone in this spot has anything left to say. Nope. It looks like it's all over. LJ Toledo will be starting. Looks like he will be starting on the outside. Samet Oskin has won the pole. And LJ Toledo will be starting on the outside of row 1 in the Beachside 400. Both drivers bypass the duels and are locked in to the second Beachside 400. Let's take a look at the top 5 fastest from the second session. LJ Toledo scoring the 47.925, the only 42nd time in the whole session, locking himself into the Beachside 400. Justin Hawk coming in with a 48.007, nearly managed to get a 47 in there. JJ Garfield was up in the top position a couple times throughout the whole session, comes home with a 48.086. Adam Garcia coming in with a 48.089, a pretty impressive run for him. And Michael Zartman Jr. rounds out the top 5 with a 48.129 to end the second and last session of the peak pole position qualifying. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this, and tune in Thursday to watch the Powerade duels to see the next 20 that will advance on to the Beachside 400. This is Nashawk signing off, and see you then.